Hello everyone and welcome to another GetFitOver40.com video. My name is Michael K and I'm going to address a not too common thing that comes up, but it does come up from time to time. And that is people will say, hey, put your shirt back on, or why do you take your shirt off? What are you trying to, you're trying to be a show off or whatever. And it doesn't come up very often. It really doesn't, but it does come up. And so I thought, you know what? Let's address it. Let's talk about it. Kind of my approach on this is, let's say you are you're building a hot rod, you're taking some 1930s car or whatever, and you're totally restoring it, and you've spent all this time and effort, you're proud of it, and you know what, you're going to take it to a car show. What are you going to do? You're going to leave it under a tarp and say, hey, talk to the judges, this is what I did to it, I did all these things, I'm vouching for all this hard work that I put in, but I don't want to be a show off, so I'm just going to leave the tarp on there, and you'll just have to take my word for it, right? That's kind of not how it works. I mean, same kind of thing. I mean, with just about anything, if you've worked hard towards something, you kind of want to, at least show people that you know what you're talking about, right? And the whole purpose of my videos is to show you, different ways to improve yourself, your health, your well-being, the way you look too. I mean, if I can talk about all this stuff, but if at the end of the day I can't prove to you that I'm actually doing it and it's working, then are you going to believe me? And personally, when I go and watch other people's videos, if they're in a hoodie or something and they're doing stuff, and even if they look like they're doing it the right way, it's questionable. Are they getting results? Do they know what they're talking about? So I kind of like to see, the fruit of the results from the fruit of their efforts. And it's like, here's another example. If you go into a gym and you want to hire yourself, and I don't want to offend anybody, and if I'm talking about you, this is not an attack on you. Maybe just sort of listen to what I'm saying, think about it, and maybe, if you feel that maybe I've got some validity here, you might want to do something about it. So I'm not trying to, put anybody down, but if I'm going to a gym, and let's say I'm a little out of shape and I want to hire a personal trainer, who am I going to hire? Am I going to hire somebody who's in better shape than me, who's like, he's got a big tummy and they're kind of like, they don't really look like they know what they're talking about? They might. I mean, they could in fact know all the theory. They could know everything about dieting. They could know everything about how to do all the exercises to a T, but they're not doing it themselves. They've got all the knowledge, but none of the motivation. Who do I want to hire? I want to hire the person that looks like they know what they're talking about, because they probably didn't get there by accident, right? They didn't just all of a sudden wake up one day just because they went to a class and all of a sudden they're like, holy smokes, look at this. I went to a class, I learned all this information, and look what it did to me, right? That's just not going to happen. I mean, I think the person that knows less information but has more motivation is going to get better results than the person that has all the information but has very little motivation. So you kind of need both, right? You need to know the theory, you need to know how to do everything and get the results, but you also have to do it. So that's kind of my point. Now, on the other hand, if I was, say, a 400-pound person and I wanted to lose 200 pounds, I'm not necessarily going to look for the most shredded guy in the gym. I'm going to look for somebody who maybe has been through that, right? So there are people who are fitness trainers and maybe they're not like, cut and rip, but where did they start? Like, what were they like when they started? Maybe they started out, like this really out of shape person, and they got down to a very, respectable shape. And for them to be completely shredded is probably very difficult because it's just not their metabolism, their body type. So, I'm not putting anybody down. I'm just saying what I would look for and what other people might look for could be different than what you're looking for. And if you're not looking for a super shredded, person, you don't want to be that person, that's fine. You don't have to be. You don't have to be as religious about all these things as I am. You could just step it back a little bit and do the things that you want to do. I'm sure you'll achieve your goals. So what I want you to do, if you've listened to this whole video, is thumbs up. So favorite the video, thumbs up if you want me to continue doing videos where I take my shirt off, and thumbs down if you want me to keep my shirt on. So let's take the shirt off real quick here. All right, so thumbs up, right? Do a little pose down, thumbs up for the shirt off, and thumbs down for the shirt on. All right, so this should be interesting. I guess I'll kind of know if I need to keep my shirt on or off after this. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.